Hi everyone, welcome to beautiful Kamala Beach in Phuket, Thailand. We are going to do a seated practice today. So for today, you are going to need a towel or a bolster or something that you can sit on to be a little bit more comfortable at the beginning of our class. And then we will also use this to do some supported poses as we get towards the end. So when you're ready, grab your towel or a cushion, grab your mat, and let's do it. All right, team, let's go ahead and get started here. So take your towel or your pillow or your bolster and find a comfortable seated position for you. So sometimes when we have a little bit of hip mobility issues, which I think is all of us, to help sit and let the legs open, it helps if you actually sit on something to elevate where you're sitting. So that will help keep your spine a bit straighter. It'll help more so that you feel like you can relax in your hips. Another option of how to sit, if that just doesn't work for you, is you can stack it and sit on it with your knees this way. Also another fine option. So pick which one works for you and let's go ahead and get started. So let's just start with some nice inhale breathing. Let's breathe all the way in. Exhale all the way out. Inhale all the way in. Exhale all the way out. Now let's include our arms in this. So when you inhale, bring the arms up, overhead, shoulders down. Touch the thumbs, exhale it all the way out. Release the arms. Inhale in, bring the arms up. Shoulders down, touch those thumbs, and exhale it out. Let's do it one more time. Inhale all the way in. Touch the thumbs. Exhale all the way out. This time, go ahead and leave the left hand on the mat. Stretch it way out to the side and bring your head to the right side. Nice stretch through the traps here. Really feel that stretch, maybe a little bit of tingling going down the arms, waking up the muscles and the nerves, and just go ahead and roll the head forward to back. So while you're still in that stretch. And then let's go ahead and switch sides. So extend that right arm out to the side. Head goes to the left. Feel the stretch, feel the tingle, and then just let the head roll. Go ahead and come up. Now let's go ahead and take the hands and bring them right behind the head so you can interlock if you can see that. And then let's just gently pull the neck down towards the chest. Gently, gently, gently. Keeping the back of the spine straight. You're not rounding down, you're just getting some stretch in the back of the neck. Now come back up. And now let's just dip to the side. So one elbow goes down, one elbow goes up to the air, trying not to shrug the shoulders, and your chest is opening up towards me. So kind of a side bend, side stretch, obliques, lats sort of thing going on. Breathe into it. Make sure you're not shrugging the top shoulder. Come back to center. And let's go to the other side. Remember, chest towards me. Trying to keep the spine straight so it's not bending forward, but you're just bending to the side. Not shrugging the top shoulder. I just caught myself doing that, so figured I'd remind you. And go ahead and come up. Let's go ahead and drop the hands. Let's do some seated cat-cow. So no matter which way that you're seated, if you're seated cross-legged or you're seated like me, we're just gonna extend the chest up to the sky, look up. And then round down, look at the belly button. Really round that back, so feel that stretch through the shoulders. Bring it up. And round down. And up. Round down. And come to neutral. Let's go ahead and just take our arms and just swing them across the body. So open up that chest as much as you can, swinging the arms behind, and then cross opposite each time that you cross. So if left is on top, then right will be on top. So let's just get some movement through there. Now go ahead and take any arm, left arm, go ahead and do some swims with it. And reverse. And then let's go ahead and do the other side. So go ahead and swim forward with it. And reverse. Nice job. Let's go ahead and remove that seat. We're gonna do a bench pose, so reverse tabletop situation here. So feet are out, hip width apart, feet are flat, and your hands are either gonna be pointed towards you, away, or behind, doesn't matter. Our shoulders are all operating differently, so wherever you're at today, and then you're just gonna push the hips up to a bench. So nice stretch through the shoulders in this one. And you can rock back and forth a bit or forward to back if that feels good for you. You can let the head hang. Go ahead and come down. Just go ahead and shake that out for a second. And then let's go ahead and come back up and do that again. So another bench, bring it up. Nice shoulder stretch here. And go ahead and come back on down. From here, we're gonna do a dolphin pose. Partly inspired because I'm at the beach, but mostly because it's really good for you. So to do your dolphin pose, we're gonna come into a plank that has your arms flat on the mat. So your elbows and shoulders are lined up. I'm going to move up here let me readjust here before I fall off this rock. That would be for some good filming, right? Okay, so go ahead and get into your plank position. And then from here, to get into dolphin, we're going to push the arms and push the hips up to the sky. So you'll feel this nice stretch through the back of the shoulder blades. And since we're here, let's go ahead and do some dolphin push-ups. So we're gonna come back down to plank and go up for 1, come to plank, up for 2, plank, up for 3, plank, 4, plank, 5, plank, 6, plank, 7, plank, 8, plank, 9, plank, and 10. Hold it here, hips up, pushing through the shoulders, feeling the elbows pressing into the ground, feeling your forearms into the ground. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, drop the knees. Let's go into child's pose. So knees are as wide as the mat, toes are together, forehead to the mat. Reach all the way forward and just take a breather here. From here, go ahead and take your left hand and cross it over the right and feel the stretch through the left side body. Let the head still relax. You're still in child's pose. We're just focusing on one side stretching. And let's switch to the other side. So this time, right over left, or send the right side towards the left side. Relax into it. Come back to center. And let's do a little bit more work before we start to stretch the lower body. So come back up into a plank position. So nice, strong plank here, not rounding in the shoulders, but really working on a nice flat back. That is one of my personal goals, is to help get my T-spine straight again. So we'll see. So we are holding our plank. From here, we're going to go with right leg, tap the elbow. Left leg, tap left elbow. Center, center, cross, cross. So let's do it again. Right elbow, left elbow, center, center, cross, cross. And again. Center, center, cross, cross. One more time. Elbow, elbow, center, center, cross, cross. Fantastic. Go ahead and drop to the knees. We're going to transition into pigeon pose here. So we're going to do some nice stretches for the lower body. I want you to grab your towel or your blanket here. And go ahead and we're going to mirror me here. So left foot forward, right foot back. And you've got this nice long leg stretched back here. And then in the front, you've got like this 90-degree bend going on. So as you can see, I'm falling over to the side here, partly because I'm on an uneven rock. So partly also because my hips are tight. If you find that you're in this kind of situation for your pigeon, what I want you to do is take your towel or your pillow and put it underneath the hip. So now you're more level, and now it's correct for the way that your hip joint needs to work, and so that you can get optimal stretching and strengthening here. So when you're in this position, you can stay up. If you're up, just make sure that the chest is forward and you're not rounding. Same deal if you want to come down to your elbows. Just make sure you're not rounding forward. If you are rounding forward, that means you need to come up a step. So you'll eventually get there. It just takes practice. If you are really able to relax into this pose and there's no pain associated with it, go all the way to the ground. And you can cross the elbows, rest the head on the hands. So whichever variation feels good for you. With every deep breath, try to relax the hips a bit more. We store so much emotion and tension in our hips. The big muscle groups of the body really take the brunt of holding our stress for us when we don't effectively release it. So these poses are really good to help let the body know that it's okay to let go. And we have to let go for our own health. It's really, really important that we make that mind-body connection. All right, go ahead and come up. We're gonna go to the other side, but first we're gonna stop in the middle for a seated straddle. So both legs out to the side, however far you can get them, no worries. If you are struggling with this, you can bring the feet up and together, and this is where you start, that's where you start. It's no big deal. So go where is comfortable for you so that you can sit on your sit bones and you can fold forward. What you can do with your pillow or your blanket is same thing that we did in the beginning of the class. You can actually sit up on this and it'll help give you a bit more leverage and be able to get into the hips a little bit more. So go ahead and try that if that's something that you want to you know, play around with or test with. And then with a straight back, heart going forward. I'm sending all my heart love out to you guys. Go ahead and just lean forward into that stretch. Take some deep breaths. Send some relaxation, some loving kindness to all the tight muscles. The power of the mind is so strong. You can do some movements back and forth if that just feels good for you. And let's go ahead and go to the other side. So pigeon on the other side. So your opposite leg that was bent last time will be straight, and then just kind of work your way into that pigeon pose. Use the towel to put underneath the front hip, and then wherever you were last time, if it was up, go up, middle, or fully down, just do what worked for you. And it may be different on each side depending on your hip mobility. So again, with each slow inhale and exhale, try to relax the hips a little bit more with each breath. Go ahead and come back up. Go ahead and scoot back to the middle here. And let's do a simple spinal twist to finish out our class. So go ahead and place one leg on the ground. One is going to come up and over. If this isn't okay for you, you can bring this foot out front. It's no problem at all. So do whatever feels most comfortable for you. So I have my right leg over left. From here, if you're mirroring me, it's gonna be left over right. Left hand goes behind the back. Right hand comes up and over. You can give that knee a hug, or you can bring it all the way over and start to use that as leverage to twist and look behind you. Go ahead and untwist. Now we're just going to do everything to the opposite side. So again, if you're mirroring me, I've got right over left. Right hand is now behind me. Left hand up and over. Either give it a hug or swing that arm all the way over and use it as some leverage. And go ahead and twist and look to the back. Go ahead, release, and come to a comfortable seated position. Just do some spine circles. Really move those hips, move the upper body. Just let your body move in whatever way it wants to move. And come to some stillness in the center. Hands come to heart center. Deep breath together. Inhale, exhale all the way out. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you feel so much better than when you started. I'll see you on the mat very soon. Bye, everybody.